My name is Anna Waldron, and I was a 2015 Barrett Research Scholar at the University of Vermont. I worked with Professor Donna Rizzo and her graduate students, and my research focused on data-based approaches to sediment budgeting. Sediment budgeting involves determining the quantity and source of sediment in river systems. In Vermont, sediment budgeting is a concern because the sediment in Vermont's river systems carries excess nutrients such as phosphorus and nitrogen to Lake Champlain, where these nutrients cause harmful algal blooms. I worked on several different projects during the summer, including using LiDAR and drone technology to quantify stream bank erosion, and using artificial neural networks to analyze sediment regime data and sedigraphs. Researchers at UVM have used LiDAR technology, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging, in past years to generate 3D point clouds of stream banks. These point clouds can be used to determine the volume of sediment eroded or deposited during storm events. I spent several weeks learning how to use the LiDAR technology and collecting data in the Mad River Valley in central Vermont. The data I collected will be used to compare the LiDAR technology to new drone technology, which has the ability to generate the same type of point clouds but can cover a much larger area in a very small amount of time. I also began work on applying artificial neural network techniques to data relevant to sediment budgeting. Artificial neural networks are adaptive information processing systems that are modeled after neural connections and the learning capabilities of the human brain. This is an example of some stream reach characteristic data that Dr. Rizzo's graduate students have collected. I used an artificial neural network called a self-organizing map to cluster and classify stream reaches based on these characteristics. Our goal was to help identify the state of Vermont's sediment regime categorization, which identifies what type of transport and deposition processes are occurring in the reach. I also began work on using another kind of artificial neural network called the restricted Boltzmann machine to automate the reading of sedigraphs, which are plots of the suspended solids versus the flow in a stream. Sedigraphs help determine the relationship between flow rate and sediment transport in a given reach of a stream or river. My research experience has inspired me to pursue a career in computer science, using all of the engineering principles I have learned in my undergraduate career. Many thanks to the Barrett Foundation, Andrea Pierce, Dr. Donna Rizzo, and her graduate students Thomas Bryce, Scott Hamshaw, and Kristen Underwood for all their help along the way.